Hello everyone, welcome to Peach on Earth Tarot. Today I'm going to be doing a reading for Pisces for the month of June. So normally I say you can have Pisces anywhere in your chart, but this time I'm being guided to do things a little differently. They're saying, the main signs like Sun, Moon, and Rising, but then also in Venus if it applies to if it ends up being a love reading. But then also each sign I'm being called to point out is also a North Node reading. So if you had your North Node in Pisces, this would be your reading as well. Or it could be your reading as well. Not it's going to be, but it could be. So let's see here. In order to find your North Node, if you don't know it already, I always use Cafe Astrology, but there's a ton of websites that you can get your birth chart and it will tell you your North Node. I don't think you need to know the time or the place of your birth to get your North Node, just the date, but I could be wrong. Maybe if it was like on the cusp, you would have to know your time or place. So anyway, yeah, so that's how you can find your North Node placement if you don't know it currently. Okay, now it's interesting so these cards came out when I was shuffling for you guys. This one came out on its own and these came out together, but I kind of want to point this out. So what I've been doing for all of the other readings with the spells deck is that I would, shuffle them and get them ready, and then I would fan them out face down like that on the table, and I would be guided of which one to pick. Now when I was shuffling, so when I shuffle as well, what I do is I do this kind of shuffle however many times, and then I shuffle like this way however many times. Okay, so when I got done shuffling them like this, I know there's technical terms for these shuffle methods, but I don't know them. So when I shuffled this way, I laid the cards down like this, and I was guided. They said, take that first card that was on top, and I didn't. I forgot. So when I started shuffling the other way, that card actually fell out of my hands, and that is this card. I don't know what it is. But, and then as I was finishing shuffling that deck fully, like to get your energy into it, these two fell out and they also were being called to be taken. So that's how I got these cards for you. And what I'm seeing is, because on the back of these cards, they have like, I don't know, 5 different paintings or whatever. It could be more, it could be less, I'm not sure. But what I'm seeing with this is, so for the Scorpio reading, I saw kind of like this gold circle that's going around the green part. And what I saw with that gold circle was orbits. So the planet's orbiting right now, but specifically we're in like a retrograde season. We just went into Mercury retrograde. I honestly don't know all the planets that are retrograde. I'm not an astrologer, but there are going to be, by the end of Gemini season, I think there's going to be 5 planets retrograde. So I'm getting that retrograde energy. And when I was getting into your energy, I was being called, or I was feeling this energy of like, how, and I think Pisces is really, really good at this, is like when you have a conversation with someone, the words that are coming out isn't inherently negative, but you feel negative energy coming from the other person or multiple people, whoever you're having a conversation with. Like you can feel like an underlying context of negativity, even if the words aren't necessarily negative. It's like you can pick up people's vibrations or whatever. And I was really, really getting that strongly when I was shuffling the cards. And then when this card came out, I instantly saw a rat in this card, because it's like this is its head and these are like the whiskers. And I was just getting strong, like you're picking up, it's like almost like a rat. It's someone who plays for one team, but then is like a rat for the other team. And that's like that negativity. It's like, even though it's not coming across negative, you're getting bad vibes from it. And so we have Paramore on the bottom. And so that does make me think that this could be like someone that you are romantically involved with, that you're starting to pick up these energies for. It doesn't necessarily have to be. I'm also getting that it could be like a sibling or friend's significant other. It's like you might catch a lot of flack because there's someone that you don't like and everybody else is like, why don't you like this person? They're nice and they've never done anything wrong, but you still get really bad energy from them. I don't know, that's kind of what it's feeling like. It doesn't necessarily have to be your own significant other, or it could be other people are saying this to you and you're not picking up the bad vibes. But I don't know. I really get that Pisces is really good at that they're really good at picking up people's energies. Because Pisces is represented by the moon, so it's like a mirror. You're able to mirror other people easily. Okay, so Vesta. The Vestal virgins of ancient Rome tended a sacred hearth, taking vows of chastity in honor of Vesta, the goddess of fertility, eternal flames, and protection. Okay, so normally I save the bottom part for the end, but I actually think I'm going to save these two for the end. I think this one's supposed to come out at the beginning, and these two are for the end of the reading. Okay. If self-destructive patterns and heartbreak are keeping you in a cycle of attracting the same negative energies, commune with Vesta. For a lunar cycle or longer if needed, remain chaste with others. Cut ties from past lovers who have left significant wounds. Put a white cloth and flowers on your altar. Carve Vesta's symbol pictured above. There. I'll hold it up too if you want to screenshot it. On a white candle to be lit every evening. Look at the flames and ask Vesta's assistance with revealing your truest desires and healing your wounds. Write any revelations in your book of shadows and use this time for restoration and purification. Emerge from your Vestal temple feeling renewed. I love this because I really do feel like you're needing to kind of like cut people. Now, if it's like someone else's significant other that you pick up on, like you probably need to cut that person out of your life. The significant other. I'm not talking necessarily about the friend or loved one. Now maybe you might need to also, distance yourself from them because of the negativity. Excuse me. That's like almost, it was really hard for me to speak. It's almost like you can't imagine doing this. So it's like, but you're too sensitive to other people's negativity. So if you're around someone that is giving off negative vibes, you have to distance yourself from the person who's bringing that other person into your life. I don't know. That's what it's feeling like. And I'm not saying like abandon someone who's in a toxic situation. I'm not saying that. It's like this person doesn't see it as toxic at this point. And the only person that's picking up the toxicity is you. You know what I'm saying? And like that's not yours to pick up. It's almost like you're picking it up in service to your friend or loved one. But you need to not do that. It's not your responsibility. It's their responsibility because your loved one, if this is the case, if your loved one can't pick up the toxicity, like they can't sense it because you're sensing it all, because you're picking it all up. So they need to be able to sit in it in order to feel it, in order to choose for themselves what they want to do with the situation. It's almost like enabling. You've been enabling them to stay in a toxic situation. Okay. Let's go ahead. We're going to use the Heaven and Earth Tarot to get a message for you guys, okay? What's the message for Pisces, please? What's the message for Pisces for June? What's the message for Pisces? Okay. Well, okay, you could be the one stuck. Honestly, I mean, I was getting that it was someone else, but I don't know. With this Eight of Swords, it's like it says shortened force. That's interesting. Shortened force. Force feels like it's coming out of my mouth weird or wrong. Force. I don't know. It feels very foreign. It's maybe because with this shortened force, it feels like almost like the force from like Star Wars, where it's like the mind force. Because you have these eight swords around you that could easily free you, but you're standing still. It's like you're just short of being able to free yourself. Because and then chariot's on the bottom as well, which is like movement. And so oh, they're kind of going back to that other story about where it is someone else with this chariot. It's almost like you're coming upon this person that's stuck. You know, it's like you're coming upon them. The chariot is coming upon them. The chariot you are riding in. And you see it as your responsibility because this person is blindfolded. This person is, and now it can be vice versa. You can be this person as well. I'm not saying that that's not an option. You could be blinded to something, to a rat type of energy. And I think the retrogrades might be kind of like stirring it up a bit. So, but you're coming upon this person that is stuck. They have the blindfold on, they are tied and bound, and they are almost content to stay there. It's like they could be a really powerful person if they freed themselves, but they don't free themselves, probably in fear of their power, right? A lot of us stay bound because we fear like who we actually are. Like our true selves are too powerful for our feeble minds to comprehend or something, you know? But so a lot of people stay in fear. They stay like kind of like in the matrix, quote unquote. And that's kind of what I'm seeing. So you feel like it's almost like you come upon this person, this loved one, and you feel it's your responsibility to free them. And also because they are in your path as well. But you have the ability, like you can easily go around, right? But it's almost like you feel an obligation like to stop and help. But that's only stopping your forward momentum, you know? You need to keep your momentum going, and this person will eventually want to come out of the Eight of Swords energy. They will eventually want to help themselves. But it's not up to you when they want to help themselves. Now, if this is you, if you are the one that's kind of like blindfolded, there could be someone in your life that's feeling this way about you that wants to help you. So I don't know, it's almost like that Mr. Rogers quote, like look for the helpers in times of like, in bad times, look for the helpers. And so I don't know if this is kind of like opening your eyes to maybe you are stuck in a situation that is a little bit toxic. Look for someone around you that has always had your back, that wants the best for you. But I really feel like this is you wanting to help someone else. Okay. Two more, or no, one more card came out. The Sun. You know what's interesting? I know this is a wall, but it almost like lines up where it looks like it's part of this terrain here. I'm getting something about this zodiac wheel that's around, that's around the sun here. It's the whole zodiac wheel. But it's going counterclockwise. That's weird. It's going counterclockwise, so that actually speaks to me of like the retrograde stuff. But then also the North and South Node is coming back up again. Your North Node could be in Leo or something like that. But it's saying that because the North and South Node is always retrograde, like it's always going counterclockwise. So right now it's in Gemini, and North Node is in Gemini and South Node is in Sagittarius. And then when it transitions next, I'm just like, I don't know, like a year or so from now. I don't know when it transitioned, but it's about roughly every 18 months. But the next one will be Taurus and Scorpio. Taurus North Node, Scorpio South Node. And so it goes backwards. And so I'm getting that. That is coming up. You know, I said like your North Node could be in Leo because also we have the 8 of Swords here. And now while Swords is an air sign, the 8 is like represents Leo energy. Because it's in August and it's, you know. But anyway, and it's represented by the Strength card, which is the 8th card in the tarot. So you could actually have your North Node in Leo, and what would be your opposite? It would be an air sign. So Leo is Aquarius. So you could have North Node Leo, South Node Aquarius. You don't have to, but you definitely could. So if you want, you can check out the Leo reading whenever I upload that if your North Node is in Leo. That's just being strongly called up here. And because we have the King of Wands on the bottom, and it has 2 Leo signs here as well on the King of Swords. So yeah, I think that's why the Sun came out, is to just kind of point out the whole North and South Node thing again. Also, like when you go past this, it's almost like you come upon this and they don't know that joy is so close to them. They don't know it because like I said, it feels like the same terrain almost, even though this is a wall. It looks like it's almost a continuation, but it's like they don't know that they have joy so close. Do you see this red cloak over here? It's almost like they shed the red cloak and they get to live so freely. It's like that North Node. That's what the North Node is. It's like our South Node is our comfort zone. It keeps us stuck. We stay there too long. It's our karma and all the things that have hurt us and that all the things that we have hurt. But then the North Node is so free, but it's scary to live in our North Node. Like I was saying, it's so terrifying to live in our full power. And it's so close to us. It's like, it's almost like you could reach out and touch it, but you don't know how. Like you just don't know how. The shortened force, like, even though this is so close, this is even closer. Like, it's just, oh. So when you come upon this person in your chariot, right, you see them here and you see that they're so close to their joy, so close to their happiness. That's this loved one. Like, you can see their potential, you can see them. And now this could just all be like metaphorical, and I was talking about the mirror earlier, so this person could be reflecting back to you what you need to do for yourself. Like there's something that's keeping you in the 8 of Swords. So anyway, you see how close their happiness is and you want to help them, but it's not your responsibility. It's your responsibility to help yourself, to keep your chariot moving forward. Okay. Let's see. I was going to get some clarifiers, but I really don't think we need to clarify anything here. Yeah, so I just was called to look at the bottom of the Rider-Waite, which is the clarifying deck, and it's the 8 of Pentacles, and that's just like the keep your head down, work hard, work for yourself, you know, like do things to help you, to move yourself forward. Okay, now we have these two. We have separation. Some love affairs must come to an end. Wow. Yeah. So it's like whatever it is that if this is a significant other of yours, or it's a friend or a loved one's significant other, or like someone in their lives that is just like holding them back, you have to separate from them for a while. You have to remove yourself so you're not their savior. You know what I mean? Like they can only save themselves. That's true for everyone we come across. And I think that you've been pouring your energy into this person and it's not getting them or you anywhere. So it's time to move on. It's time to worry about yourself. So it says, on a Saturday or during the waning moon, carve your name and Saturn symbol into your own or into one brown candle, and do the same with your partner's name on another. Place the candles on the altar so they're touching, and tie the candles together with string. For 7 days, loosen the knot, separating the candles and moving them to opposite sides of the altar. On the 7th day, rub olive oil and the herb of heather on the candles and light them both. Recite, the bond has changed between blank and blank. We now depart on separate roads, holding respect for lessons learned, so mote it be. Let the candles and string burn down and dispose. Burn a cleansing herb to purify. That's so beautiful and like apropos of this reading. I think there is a clear separation that is needing to be taken. I held it up there so you could screenshot it if you would like. Yeah, there's a clear separation that's needing to happen here. Lodestone, a magnetic stone used to amplify any spell and attract good fortune. So if this is a really strong tie, I feel like this lodestone might be important, like because it amplifies this spell, right? Carry a piece of lodestone in a pouch. Feed them regularly with a few sprinkles of iron fillings, and charge them by placing them on top of a pentagram on your altar during the full moon. Chant the following: I am as magnetic as this lucky lodestone and attract all I need to manifest, succeed, and thrive. I see only opportunity, full glasses, and a cornucopia of riches at my table. Grateful am I to receive the bounty of the universe, so mote it be. Yeah, this is with these two coming out together, it's like you have to sever this tie in order for you to manifest, in order for you to keep moving yourself forward. Okay, so Pisces, this has been your reading for June. I hope it was helpful. If it was, you can like, comment, share, subscribe. I thank any of you for being present today, any of your guides that were present, any of my guides that were present, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much, and I will see you soon. Bye.